pleasure.
Very astute, well done. Yes, and the most important thing is that I feel it's time that we get out of this hellhole and we proceed in our now aligned quest of sorts, as I would determine it to be.
I'm not sure if we could call this a hellhole, but yeah, sure, we could leave.
I've seen worse.
When you proc Divine Sense, you have no sense of anything undead, celestial, or fiend.
Got it. Cheers.
No
I'm-
sense of anything.
Before we depart, can I get the attention of the bartender?
You've essentially been served at this entire point here. This is
Oh,
just
okay.
a presentation for you all to meet each other.
Okay, yeah, just pay the tab and get out of there then. Maybe load up my flask for the road. Much appreciated. And I'll just pay the tab for the round of drinks for everyone, and second one for my flask.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, dear.
When I leave, I'm gonna continue my sneak crouch walking like I did down the stairs, and just continue that way while leaving.
And you'll notice too when I pay the tab that I pull out my little sack, and when I open it up,
Oh, dear.
there's only 2 silver pieces left, and I give those last 2 silver pieces to the bartender. Much obliged.
So, dare I ask where it is we are going?
I'm gonna try to stay in the middle of the group.
I have no particular destination in mind, but
Perhaps we should
somewhere
ask
here.
around.
Yes, exactly. Find a little work, maybe get to know the locals a little bit, and then, potentially we can find a lead, lead us down the right track. But I like your style. Meet a couple of people, ask around, see if we could pick up some handy little jobs in town.
Well, dare I say it, but normally the best place to be doing such reconnaissance would be back in that bar we just left.
Right.
Maybe someone would wish to go in and take a gold piece from myself, and I wish not to return back into that hellhole. And maybe see if the bartender is willing to impart any information that he may have heard.
Yeah,
I already asked.
Exactly, and I wasn't exactly getting the feeling from that bartender. Maybe there's a town hall or a bulletin board or something like that with a couple wanted posters. We could find a little lead.
As you all leave, you are on a roadside. You are in a roadside tavern and not yet at the town of Greenest. So you can continue on your way into the town of Greenest itself, which is a short walk from where you are currently at.
I might slow the group down because I'm going to be very carefully placing my footing to avoid any puddles or dirt.
So
I'll follow behind him.
You all walk at about 5 miles slower than is necessary as you crawl on your way to Greenest, because you are in the middle of plains and there is nothing but mud on the actual route there.
Shit.
We'll have to get a cart.
Oh, just come on. It's a little bit of mud.
I just got these boots cleaned now.
If you want, I could carry you on my back.
You wanna carry me?
Oh, yes, I'll take you up on that.
Don't suppose you're able to carry us all.
Nope, just the old lady.
All right, to Greenest we go.
Question. How much can I carry, actually?
Your strength times 15.
Yes, but I have a powerful build, which means that I count as one size larger when determining carrying capacity and weight I can push or drag or lift.
So larger than your strength times 15, and I'd rather not take session time to actually look it up.
Okay.
Do
Anyway,
you want
should
to
we go-
carry everyone in your group and set a precedent that none of your group walks?
Yeah, kinda.
You are most certainly welcome to be a pack mule.
Well, okay,
Let's just walk.
I'll try and carry Eva and what's his name now? Arliel, just so it goes a bit faster.
Well, no offense, but I don't know where you've been, so you might be more dirty than road. So I think I'll take my chances walking. You can carry Ava, though.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer, nonetheless.
You're
Now let's go.
Can you carry me?
No.
Fuck.
Come on, we'll just walk.
Ava's moving faster, just walking on her own.
I can carry you.
So as you all progress into the town of Greenest, you see a modest but rather large town, about 30 to 50 buildings. It has a small keep of a like diamond-ish shape. It appears to have a river that cuts across it, which the road at large follows between the ways to Bergost, and Berdusk. But basically you find yourselves entering this small town from a rise where you are able to see what seems to be a large farming area.
I suppose we should start asking around then. Any ideas of where we should go first?
Well, most people who feel like talking are drunk, so I'd say a tavern.
Is there a tavern here?
As we approach everything, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna pull my hood over my face as much as I can and just stay low for the moment.
Do you all want to ask around about a tavern?
Yeah.
Sure. First person we meet. Let's ask them about the tavern.
After you look around for a little bit, you see quite a few people seem to be going about their business. You eventually pull someone over who has a cart of wheat, and they seem to be moving across the town itself along a more main thoroughfare. And after asking them for a few moments, they finally pause, look off to the west, and they point you towards a rather large building that has a little bit of smoke coming from the chimney, and it seems to be a pretty nice place that could be a tavern. And as they point you towards it, or as you head closer, you see that it has a mug tipped to the side that's spilling ale as the sign.
Oh, how cozy.
Might be a good time to get a meal.
Yeah, food sounds good. Oh, and of course, asking about the dragon things. But we could do that while eating, right?
I'd like to say the priority is asking about the dragon, but can't hurt to eat.
So you ask this person that you stopped, the wheat person?
We're heading to the tavern, aren't we?
So you do not ask them. Excellent.
Doesn't hurt to ask them.
Okay, we'll ask this guy.
before we leave the cart person, I do ask them if he is a polearm user.
What's a polearm?
Okay, that's fine, and I leave.
You there, Wheaty boy, before we go, I don't suppose you've heard of, I know it's going to sound bizarre, but anything to do with any, dragons or cults such around you?
Dragon? Where's a dragon?
Oh, I haven't seen one. Calm down, calm your tits, sir.
Oh,
Merely
please,
asking
Lord,
if
no.
you've heard of anything.
Shantia, bless us all. Please do not bring a dragon upon us.
You sound awfully scared of dragons.
Can I
Have you
do,
seen one before?
Are you not afraid of dragons? Can you protect us from dragons?
What are you going to say, Ben? Sorry.
I was going to see if I could do a religion or check on Shantia.
Yeah, you can definitely roll religion. You are familiar enough that Shantia is one of the larger deities. I believe she is a deity of the harvest and of fertility.
Okay, good God for farmers.
You seem awfully scared of dragons.
They're fucking dragons! They breathe fire! Are you not afraid of fire?
Yes, but the reason why I'm
The
asking
person
is
runs off with
strange.
their cart.
Well, goodbye. All the best. What a weirdo.
Well, that certainly answers something.
I feel as though somebody who's so suddenly scared of dragons, I mean, obviously dragons are awful, but surely somebody in a small town like this would be more scared of, goblin attacks, orc raids, that sort of thing, not to be so suddenly immediately petrified of a dragon.
Perhaps the threat is more real.
Kingdom.
I think you're probably right, Estonia. What are you saying, sorry? I keep getting one word for every sort of 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying one word for everything. I'm just mentioning random things that they might be more afraid of than a dragon.
All right, got it. But yeah, I think Madame over here is probably correct that there's only one reason why he'd suddenly be so afraid of such a thing, and that's that he's had either experience or hearsay of one previous to now.
He certainly did seem like he had experiences.
Maybe only slight experiences since he's alive, but an experience nevertheless.
Well, I've never seen a dragon, and I'd be interested in knowing what one looks like.
Maybe not from
Vile
collection.
I
worms.
wonder what one tastes like.
What was the rule we had about fetishes again? No talking of such things.
Well, there are different types of dragons, you see. And they all taste differently.
So we need to hunt one of each kind of dragons. Unless there are some nice dragons, because we shouldn't kill nice people.
Indeed, there are. Goodly dragons.
So why are
Calling
people
them nice
all
might not be
dragons
the same
there?
thing.
Ah, nice and nice. Okay, that explains it.
Well,
Rat
see, anyone in the tavern knows about them anyway.
Through the sea.
I cannot hear what people are saying if you speak while someone else is. Please try not to speak over and with other people. Jape or Ben, either of you were just speaking. Please repeat yourself.
Jake, go on. I was just flaring.
I was just going to let you go, but yeah, so I'm just saying, let's go to the tavern. That's all I said.
So, as you all enter the tavern, Arexis, you would notice that you appear to have attracted a little bit of attention, but only you notice this.
Well, judging by the reaction that we got from that little farmer there, I think we're in the right place, but perhaps we should stay a little low key at first. And remember, first drink was on me, so who's buying?
I don't mind facilitating us with some vocal lubricant. Apologies, I forgot the fetish rule.
Gosh. So we came in from northwest.
Yeah, you don't have to be on this map, but you would have come in from the west.
Oh, I think it's got the dynamic lining on it because you can't see it otherwise without the token.
Should be fair.
All set.
So you enter the tavern. It's a smallish place. It's probably a good 40-foot open area. It's nothing especially fancy. It has a large hearth in the back. There is a small bar to the side of the hearth, and then otherwise a rather open area that seems to have a bunch of tables that can be moved about to present different dining options. You don't really see anybody in the tavern at present. It seems a little past midday. Perhaps if anybody came in here for lunch, they've all gone. But there is essentially the tavern owner, or who you could assume is the tavern owner.
I'm gonna head up to the tavern owner and get a room, a private room before they all fill up.
Hello, little lass.
Hello, dear.
What can I get for you?
Well, I'd like to reserve a room. We may be staying here a while, and I wanted to make sure I got a private place before they all booked up.
Well, I can stable your horses or put you in the stable, but I must admit we don't actually have rooms here. But you could find a place to lay your head in the hostel just over the way there, and he basically points to a larger building around the town square that's just to the east of the building that you presently find yourselves in.
Is there a store where I could get a tent, maybe?
Where you could get what's that?
A tent.
You can most certainly find, we could, if you head on over just a little beyond, it's about 4 buildings down the way down this main thoroughfare. You can pretty much get any provisions that you might need here in Greenest.
Thank you so much. You've been most helpful.
My pleasure, my dear. Do you care for an ale?
Oh, no, dear, I don't drink.
Well, then you can kindly get the fuck out.
Very well.
Hey, barkeep, have you seen a monk named Leosin?
Leosin. Can't say I have, but most people don't wear their names on their chest.
True.
Usually in their underwear, dear.
Let me ask you this, friend. Say somebody just made their way into town and was maybe looking for some, odd jobs, some taking care of business type stuff, not cleaning and cooking. Where would I go to find something like that?
Well, there's not many who need a hand at this time of the season. But you could usually manage a few extra hands over at the mill. Maybe if you head on towards the south entrance of town, you could find a bit of work there. There's a few different folk who harvest some lumber from the forest a little south of us. But I believe you've probably missed the time of year where anybody would have a wage to hire out.
Perhaps you mistook what I was putting down there, and I'll kind of just lean forward, and you'll see I have a longbow strapped to my back. I'm looking for something a little more dangerous, something that pays well.
Well, we are a farming town, so we like to avoid danger. Uh, but that would probably be it. You could hunt in the forest off to the northwest of us. There's not much around here for hunting left. Smaller little plots of more raised things cultivated.
Worms?
Worms? I ain't got no worms here, Lim.
And what about I don't know, maybe somebody escaped from the law, looking to be apprehended, perhaps someone wanted or something like that. Where might I go to catch a lead on some kind of business like that?
Well, if you head on to the keep, you might be able to find a sheriff in the area. Uh, we otherwise we've got a bit of a town preparedness, but other than that, we don't really need much for law. We usually keep to ourselves and police ourselves in those ways. But you could always speak to Escobert. He's the Castellan, and he would be able to point you in that direction.
Escobert, you say? Castellian? Is that like the lawman?
Well, he holds the keep. There's definitely the governor. He's got his little area up to the northwest of town. He's got that all sorted out. But the governor's more of an elected official than a lawman. Escobert's kind of the strong arm of the city of Greenest here. You'll notice him by the big bushy red beard.
You've been most useful. I'd like a couple of ales for
I was gonna say, do any of you people actually drink? Thank God there's somebody with some taste. Just two?
Yes, I believe it's. Sorry,
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
I was going to say, I believe it's my round, so I will facilitate this. Are we talking a couple of pitchers of wine?
You need wine.
Yeah, something that's fitting for groups such as ourselves, although young in our time together. A fitting drink, I think, for a sensible group such as ourselves.
And two pitchers? Two pitchers of wine?
Unless anybody would prefer anything different, is wine fine for everyone?
That's not my first choice, but I'm not opposed.
Then an ale for yourself instead, I suppose.
No, no, I don't mean to be difficult. I like sometimes drinking outside the box.
I would like 2 pitchers of wine and a gallon of ale, please.
So you see as he takes a few moments, taps what would appear to be a fresh bottle or a barrel of wine, and after a few moments he pours the beverages for you all and serves them for you.
So amount of alcohol on this level, I'm assuming 6 silver pieces, correct?
It's all on that tavern menu that should have been shared for you all.
Which is 6.
Then yes, indeed.
Well then, here's a gold piece for you, good sir.
Much appreciated there.
Not a problem. And thank you for putting us up for the night, although obviously at a fair rate. But just out of curiosity, if you hear anything at all of interest that people who look like ourselves might be capable of, if you could inform us of such things, that would be much appreciated.
Kind of glances over you all. Do you have skills?
Why, yes, absolutely. I can only speak for myself currently, but a short glance at the rest of us, I see like a half orc and people wearing armor with swords and such, and I think, yes, I think that it's safe to say that we are fairly skilled.
I mean, I guess you could set up the tent that you're looking to buy in the center of the square here and run a little circus? I think people would enjoy that.
Yes, you're a charming man, aren't you? One who's awfully great at trying my patience in such short amounts, but very good. Nice man, nevertheless. I was talking more exclusively about apprehension of bad people. You know, it might be somebody in this town who's looking for skilled sword work, perhaps.
Well, we don't take well to vigilantes, but you're welcome to not take the law into your own hands.
Oh dear, I've had a dark vision.
What is it, Ava? Tell us.
Never mind. It's a
I
joke.
was pushing for it. I could tell where you were going with it, and I was pushing for it. Well, then, I suppose that's all we can do for now. We may as well take our drinks and enjoy them.
So yeah, you all are welcome to sit down in the bar, take a moment to yourselves, and enjoy yourselves.
And I just stay behind and just talk to the barkeep one-on-one for a second.
What else would you like to ask?
I just like to sort of covertly and more, more comforting, since it's in a more hushed voice and one-on-one, just say to him that listen, we've a feeling that there might be something to do with, a draconic nature of evil in this area. I don't suppose you've got any information on that. Yes, exactly. Shush, indeed.
It's best not to speak about those things. There's cultists everywhere here. It's... Erebor burned the other day. We all fear that we're next.
Right, got it. And my friends and I were looking to help good people such as yourself no longer be filled with this burden. So discretion is key, I understand. But if there's any way, in any way, shape, or form, you'd be able to share any information with, man to man, it would be fantastic.
Have you slain a dragon before?
No, but I've killed one or two cultists in my time.
Well, the cultists are shite, but the real problem's a fucking dragon. It burns people alive. They fly above your arrows, and they burn you. We need a proper hero.
Well, we might not have one proper hero, but I'm sure between the sum of us all, we could at least scrape up to something of that amount. Dragon slaying may not be out of our ability, although I myself can't say I've ever slain one before. Rare creatures as such. Perhaps you could point us in the right direction to start on a sort of quest, if you want to call it that, to understand where we might come face to face with this dragon and maybe persuade it not to attack your town anymore. I have a few questions I'd like to ask it myself, to tell the truth.
He, presents his arms and kind of, spins around. Do I look burnt to a crisp?
You don't, but you look like you're alive enough to have potentially heard about people who may have
Then
been.
you should know that I've never met a fucking dragon.
I'm not asking if you have yourself. I'm asking if perhaps you've come across anyone who claims to know anything about where we might find this dragon.
Damnedest to me, but if you keep speaking about him long enough, and you see as he just goes silent, as if the air has been taken from his lungs, as the door opens. If you cast detect magic, you don't at present get any sort of sense.
I guess it'll be in 11 minutes.
If you start ritually casting, there is presently someone walking into the bar. They shortly after walk up to the bartender, order an ale, and sit down near the bar. Seems to be a man about mid-30s, generally in just dark muddy clothing, but he seems to be sweat covered as if he was just finishing up a large job of sorts, sweating in the sun.
Does he appear to be armed in any way?
He does not.
What about attire-wise? Is he wearing robes, or is he just wearing normal sort of farmhand clothes?
It just seems to look like a peasant.
I'm going to flash a glance to the barkeep, and then really subtly do like a thumbs up, thumbs down question gesture.
What's wrong with your hand?
Ugh, never mind. And I'll walk back over to the group and sit down, and then try and quietly relay the information I just got.
Yes, they don't appear to be particularly in need of help, but also appear to be extremely afraid of dragons. So you would think that a couple of strangers wander into town looking to make a little work out of something, they'd be a little more inviting.
Well, I seem to get the impression that there's definitely something going on here. They all seem to know about it, but they all seem to be too scared to talk about it. Perhaps and I say very quietly, the cultists who are involved in this are well embedded in this town. Maybe that means it won't be too hard to find them.
Yes, I suspect you are correct.
And in this tavern, by the way, do I notice any spinning blades above us, or is it relatively safe in here?
There appears to be approximately 100 swords hanging from fish line above your head.
Oh, that's certainly a liability, dear. Do we have any salt on the table?
Yeah, there is salt on the table.
We'll take some salt if it's on the table.
What are you trying to get an impression of, Madame Eva?
Oh, that was a history check on the cultist, kind of get an idea of if I know anything about cultists.
You are aware enough of the cult of the dragon and their propensity for killing and resurrecting dragons as Dracoliches.
Ooh, bad cultist. Yeah, I will try to as quietly as possible convey that information to the team that these guys mess with some dark stuff.
So the person who's walked into the tavern seems to be making small talk with the barkeep, but otherwise seems to be a rather normal peasant, taking a few moments to enjoy a ale and refresh their parched lips. What would you all care to do?
Shall we go shopping?
Shopping sounds. Do you believe they sell? What would a cultist need? That was a weird question.
At the mention of cultist, everybody would have noticed at least a little bit of almost a hiccup in the conversation between the peasant and the barkeep.
Oh, those Branch Davidians, you know. Haha. They really love their Jesus. Danny DeVito.
Not that, you know.
Yes, the cult of Danny DeVito. You haven't heard of it?
Nope.
Well, consider yourself lucky. So, shall we leave, or do we have other business here?
Well, I'm fine for now, but I'm wondering if there's somewhere we can go to buy something like jewelry or gold.
Well, I suspect it might take us a little time to finish these drinks, so better drink
Sure,
up.
dear.
Another few villagers walk into the tavern, heading towards the barkeep to order a few drinks, all of which seem to be relatively similar, attired in just sort of scrapped, dirtied clothing. They all appear to otherwise be peasants in farmhand like style. Generally speaking, they sit in different areas, but it ends up being about two different groups at this point. Three at one table, and then another person who appears to be meeting with the person who is already here.
Can we see what they were ordering for a kind of drink?
Just some of the local ale.
Yeah, I just want to add that for the group that I'm suspicious about that guy that came in.
Yeah, I was just thinking the odds are pretty low for the standard peasants to afford the expensive stuff.
Does it seem like there's going to be a fight?
No, there doesn't appear to be any reason to think anybody's here to fight. They didn't order expensive ales. This place has essentially one option: ale or wine.
Should we talk to some of these people?
Might be a good
Perhaps
idea.
your friend.
Yes, might be a good idea. Perhaps the gentleman that walked in and joined me at the bar. He came on his own, so I'm sure he's partial to the water drinks to loosen up his lips. God damn it, fetish talk again. I do apologise.
No, I think you're onto something there, friend. I think a gentleman by himself is more likely to talk to one of us than a group of people. But I'm not sure. We may have already drawn a little too much attention to ourselves.
I draw attention wherever I go. I'm going to walk over to the person sitting alone and ask if he's seen my friend.
Alright, perhaps I wasn't clear, but the last group that came in, one of those people met with the person who was there alone.
Sorry.
Do you still intend to walk over to that person and ask them questions?
Go on, Jamie, go for it.
Sure. I'll go over there and ask them if they've seen Leonin.
Who's that you're looking for?
There's a human monk who told me to meet him here.
And what was this meeting about?
I don't know. He might need help from me, and I want to make sure he's doing all right, that he's not in danger of any kind.
Interesting. I hope none of us are in danger. Heard recently about the attacks over.
No? What attacks?
Well, Erebor was just destroyed not long ago.
Is that a town?
Of course it's a town. Where are you from?
No, not around here, obviously. How large was this town and what was it destroyed by?
What destroys towns? It was a dragon. The cult of the dragons come, and they'll be coming for us next.
When you say cult, do you mean people? Was it people who destroyed the town or was it a dragon?
Do you know what a cult is?
Yes, it's people, but a dragon's a dragon.
Yes, the cult of the dragon.
So people.
Of the dragon.
Was there a real dragon breathing fire?
Well, I wasn't there. I'm not dead.
This is what everyone says.
He knocks into his friend and he says, "They say the dragon ate everyone alive."
Who says if no one saw it?
Well, they, uh, the people who talk about these things. His friend just kind of like drinks a little bit of his ale.
Are there any eyewitnesses to this cult or this dragon? I find this suspicious.
I'm not sure how you expect there to be eyewitnesses if a dragon comes through and destroys a town. Wouldn't it be suspicious if somebody saw a dragon and they were still alive?
Well, yes, but then no one has ever seen a dragon in the way you think. It would just be a story.
So then of course there was a dragon because there's nobody who's seen it.
Maybe there was a fire that destroyed the town.
Probably caused by a dragon.
I'm gonna shrug, give up, and go back to where the other people are.
So, did you learn anything new?
No, I think everyone here is completely crazy. They believe that there was a dragon that destroyed a nearby town, but they don't know because no one saw it.
But how can they know that a nearby town was destroyed if nobody was there to report it?
The cult, dear. They're the ones who spread the information. For they're the only ones who bear witness.
So, what would a cult collect in order to give to a dragon?
Depends on the dragon.
I've heard a little bit about these dragon cults before, and from what I understand, the cult does a series of rituals and sacrifices to bring forth the dragon, and then the dragon either does their bidding or some other higher power leads it. But I think maybe instead of trying to get to the bottom of the dragon, we need to get to the bottom of the cult instead, and that will lead us where we need to be in good time, of course.
You are indeed wise, sir.
I've been called a lot of things, but wise is not often one of them. It's not going to be easy to get a lead though, because it seems like everyone's afraid to talk about the, C word. So I'm not sure how we're going to get a lead. I imagine if we hang around long enough, maybe one will present itself.
Well, if we keep saying the C word, certainly we will be presented with it, I'm sure.
I'm much Much agree. I'm not one to wait around either, so
We could just make some false rumors up,
What do you think?
like telling and jokes about how you remember on the way
Right.
here
But
where
what's
we
the end game?
slaughtered. You know, we can just talk about, yeah. On the way here, we killed one of the cult of the dragon, and then they probably wanna come to us afterwards to take some revenge, and then we know who is one of them. The problem would be we would be risking our lives with that.
Indeed, drawing contact is risky,
So
but
even
it is
if
a
we
good plan.
but even if we go around and talk about them, it's also a little bit risky because they also could end up attacking us.
Why would they attack us? We have done nothing wrong.
He was mentioning because we would be doing rumors against them that we had slain a dragon or something like that in order to draw their attention.
I
How
believe he
how do you
said.
know we haven't?
I believe he said slaying cultists.
Oh, sorry, Cole. Never mind.
Yeah, dragon would be a little bit too powerful for now.
Well, that's how rumors spread, dear. They get bigger and bigger.
So, did you guys also hear about that rumor that the cult of the dragon members all walk around naked in order to be closer to a dragon? You know, since they are naked at all times.
Yeah, I also hear that actually. I must say, I've seen a lot of naked people running around.
Oh dear, if my visions were as good as yours.
Yeah, it's actually quite hilarious to be afraid of a bunch of naked people just running around.
I bet I bet that they even don't like dragons. They are more like nudist people.
So,
The problem is probably, is there anyone around us right now? Or I'm gonna try to look around.
You see a table of 3 people, a table of 2 people, and the barkeep.
Can I take a look at the people sitting at the different tables, or as if there is anything catching my eye?
What are you looking for?
Well, I don't know, some kind of I mean, first I'm gonna talk to the other ones before. Do you guys probably know something about the cultists? Do they have something they would wear normally? Are they dirty?
I'm not sure they would show it if they were hiding, but they're known to carry certain items.
So 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 back to the thing about the cultists. I hear that there's someone died on the way, and I know the one who killed them, and they died. And as I say that, I'm gonna try to look around the tables if someone shows a reaction to that.
I'm going to quickly learn the invisibility spell.
Doesn't seem that someone reacts to that. Well, so how do we go about that now? I don't feel like we will find anything here because the people don't react to us.
So, at this point, the point for you all to gather here is that this is a town in fear of dragons.
Oh, I fucked that up.
Like, that you're not going to get much more information from this tavern at this point because it's not busy. It's the middle of the working day. And there are rumors that the town to the east has been destroyed by dragons. They are in fear for their lives.
Why don't we go take a look at wherever this other town is? I'm curious as to whether maybe it was destroyed by fire and no dragons.
All right, you live in a world where dragons are a real thing.
Yeah, we know. Then I'm gonna go over to the bartender or something. I want to go to the bartender, yeah, and want to ask them, perhaps is there any survivor from the neighbor town that came here or something?
Not that I know of. Most people don't survive dragons, so it kind of makes sense.
Well, okay, thank you for the answer. So, no clue there. And I'm gonna go back to the table.
Like, that was me, the DM, telling you that there's not any other clues for you in this tavern. That dragons are real, the people are afraid of dragons.
Hey guys, I feel like we don't I feel like there's nothing to find here in this tavern. These people all look feared of them. They don't look like people who would worship dragons.
But
Yes, I must agree. Perhaps it is time for us to head out of here, and we can see what else maybe sparks our interest.
Let's go shopping.
is it possible to summon a dragon?
What was that? Is it possible to?
Summon a dragon? I did not say that out loud. At most, I mumbled it.
You would know enough from your military service that it has definitely been a issue in the past that the cult of the dragon does what they can to summon dragons.
Yeah. But how do you usually find the cult of the dragon? I'm pretty sure they find you. Finding them is usually quite hard.
Is everybody going into the provisions, the local provisions?
Or
Yeah, I'll follow them.
And
I wanted to go.
Let's go grab that tent. I think, what is it? I don't know if there's a.
You are more than welcome to purchase a tent.
Perfect.
Could one of you strong boys help me set this up in the center of town?
I think we have our giant over here who's better for that than me. You look so good doing that. I bet on that.
Yeah, sure, I can set it up for you. Where do you want it?
Right there in the middle there.
Okay, sure.
Yes,
I
perhaps the taller people of the group will want to do that. I'm only a mere 6'1" myself, so I shall be bowing out of this activity.
Yeah, I set up the tent in the middle of the square.
Thank you, dear.
and I will set up shop and start doing fortunes for the local townspeople.
The most you gather from most people is that most of them are afraid of the very idea of having their fortune told. Having heard what recently happened to Erebor, they are afraid that the fortune would tell them that they are next.
Oh, perfect. I'll play on that.
Find out if you're next, dear. Only 2 copper.
People walk an extra 20 feet away from the tent. If you all do nothing else, it's not long before dusk, and the sun begins to set on the town of Greenest. Still just hanging around in the town center?
I've got my tent, so when it gets dark, I've got a place to sleep.
Before I go to sleep, I want to take a look around the town center, what buildings there are, and if there's some kind of stronger buildings or weaker ones, where I could just to remember that for the future.
Well, there's a keep on a hill to the south of you. So yes, there are stronger buildings, and it looks like a castle.
All right, good. That's. I just wanna probably for the future.
Castle.
Do you know that they told me a story about the castle?
No, I don't know a story about the castle. I was just thinking a castle usually means guards. And guards might have training in using pole arms.
You wanna go up there and fight the guards or what?
I want
I don't.
to see if there's anyone who wants to fight me in a friendly duel. Just find out who is the better pole arms master.
I mean, we should probably do that tomorrow. I don't know if they're like that in the night. They probably think
You're
like.
correct.
Sounds like a fantastic waste of our time when we have more pressing matters to attend to.
Well, at the moment, the only thing we can do is try to find the cultists, and a way to drag them out might be to challenge those guards. The guards should know the most information, honestly. They are meant to keep the place safe. So if we find a guard and I challenge him to a friendly duel, and then we can say, if I win, he tells me what he knows about the cult of the dragon. That sounds like a fair way of finding information. And they might actually
Yes.
accept.
Sounds like a wonderful bedtime story, dear.
Yes.
Yes, this is most certainly a cool story, but I feel as though it needs more dragons in it and shit. So maybe we could begin on trying to pursue that end so that there are some dragons in this story.
Yeah. So how do you want to do that to the story?
Well, it's going dark, so there might be more people in the tavern now for us to speak to and ask about that. So that's a good start. There's also that ominous castle that we've just found. There might be somebody in there who's concerned about the well-being of this town, who has therefore done some research of their own into the cult and the threat upon their town. And well, that's about it really. 2 ways I see it going. Do we have preferences to the 2?
I say let's go to the castle.
The barkeep already described the castle to you. That's where you could find the Castellian Eckbart.
Oh, okay. Well, I vote for that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I had that in mind, so
go as well.
so I wanted to go there. And so perhaps you guys, do we want to go to the castle now? I feel we can take a look at it. I think it would be beautiful architecture, and probably someone knows more about what's going on, because normally who lives in castle not the normal folk, but like someone who has a bit more power over the area, and they are probably a lot more knowledgeable about what's going on in the area, about safety concerns.
You start to hear screaming from the east.
Always go towards the screaming.
I'm gonna run in the opposite direction.
Let's go towards the screaming.
Indeed, let's check it out.
As the screams start to spread, they seem to be coming from all directions.
Ah, that's easier.
Well, then it's more likely for us to find the location of it.
I want to look in the sky.
Roll a perception check. It doesn't take you long to spot a creature flying around in the sky.
May I suggest we seek refuge inside of a building for now?
Guys, I think there are some dragons in the air. I think we should probably hide in the castle.
One or many?
I don't know how many, but I have a bad feeling about this.
You start to notice different areas of the town seem to be glowing red, as if they were on fire.
I think we'd be better off going into the field somewhere.
Guess we need.
I'm thinking the big stone keep is looking awfully tempting right now. I say we head that way. Well, matter of fact, you can do what you want. That's where I'm going.
Yeah,
All right.
let's decide quickly. We have to go. We have two options: leave the town or go to the castle, because everything else doesn't look good.
Heading for the castle then.
Yeah, let's go to the. We want try to go to the castle or run over there. Yeah. And I'm gonna scream as I run. There are dragons! Everyone hide!
Let me have one of you roll a d8. Within a few moments of leaving your tent and beginning to run towards the keep, you are stopped by a group of kobolds. Tiny little creatures that appear to be dragon-like in themselves, but they are predominantly shaped almost like humans, but with scales. They appear to be almost like large lizards walking on their hind legs.
Do I know if kobolds are hostile creatures or are they friendly creatures?
Would you like to put your hand in its mouth?
I guess they are not so friendly. And I'm gonna step behind our giant. Guys, there's another problem in front of us.
I see it. We need to get past you to the kobolds.
It lowers its spear into your direction.
Guys, I have a feeling that we should run in the other direction.
Kill the damn thing.
I draw my sword.
When you say we get stopped by a group of kobolds, is there a group of 2 kobolds, a group of 26 kobolds, 1,000 kobolds? How many kobolds are we talking about?
There are currently 8 kobolds in front of you all.
So a group of kobolds is just 8?
And when they stop us, are they stopping us with their words? Are they standing in front of us? Are they looking hostile? Do they look friendly? Are they rubbing our feet?
They're going to poke us with spears in a sec.
Their initial thing was that there were kobolds in front of you, but the mention of we need to get past you is when they lowered their spear.
Oh, lower their spears. That means it's easy to walk past them. Yeah. Wait, you said spears.
You there, little creatures, do you speak common?
We speak death!
Ooh, I speak death.
I'm not familiar with that one, but if you're looking for a fight, I'm your huckleberry.
I'm going to point to the sky and say, dragons, let us by.
Yes, dragons, we speak death!
I'm guessing your friends the dragon.
Yeah, I don't suppose you belong to the little cult that we've been hearing so much about, do you?
Pale ones, give us gold! Give us shinies!
Okay, a question. What do I know about kobolds?
Roll a nature check.
Won't lie, little one, you have more gold than I do, so maybe you should spread the wealth, if you know what I mean.
You know that kobolds are tiny.
Oh,
Do they-
everything is tiny compared to me.
Exactly, you rolled a 7.
Do they usually stay near towns, or are they things that live in trees or whatnot?
No, they do not stay in towns normally.
Give us your shinies, or you die. Dragon comes and eats you and burns you.
Oh, these guys are so tiny and they're trying to threaten us.
Today is not my day to die.
So, do you guys know if kobolds are counted as humanoid or could we eat them?
How far are we away from the keep currently?
You are probably still about 400 feet from the keep.
Well, they appear to be surrounding us, so it's probably best that we deal with this now quickly.
Yeah, I've only got a couple of shiny things left, my friend, and I'll pull out 2 daggers, and then I'm gonna chuck them at 2 different kobolds.
Everybody can roll initiative.
I think I forgot to pick my token.
I don't know why it rolled twice for me there. So it's 15 for me.
Oh, everyone
Yeah,
else got roll double and I get 1.
You need to change that in your settings so that it rolls twice, if in case you have advantage, and then it always takes the one on the left unless you have advantage or disadvantage.
Is it always roll twice?
Yes.
Okay, no, that's strange.
So I was playing for about 5 months before I turned that on.
Did you
Yeah,
say I
this
rolled 11?
first time I'm using the Beyond 20, if I'm gonna be honest. Is it just me or is this more than 8?
You guys spent some time talking and you didn't deal with them. They got reinforcements.
They weren't hostile.
They're kobolds.
There were kobolds with spears demanding gold, so it was pretty clear we needed to attack.
It's not right to attack someone for no
Dude,
reason.
Stop complaining that there's people for us to fight. All we've done is talk to townspeople and like basically lived out a circus.
Circuses are a fun time. No, but they are using spears, so I'm definitely ready to fight them.
Yeah, that's all you were asking for was someone to do with your spear. So here's your chance to show off your goods.
Alright, first kobold is going to attack Doc with a dagger. 22 to hit for 3 piercing.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Yeah, I got it. I took the 3.
Yeah, my bad. It won't let me change the character sheet right now, so I can change it from asking me public or private roles.
Oh, no worries, no worries. I wasn't sure. I didn't hear you say anything afterwards.
Next one's going to stab at Azur. 6 will miss.
Oh shit.
And the next one will go at Azur with advantage. It will hit with a 21 and do 6 damage. And it will go to Doc.
Doc's gonna say, "I'll be needing that dagger after I kill your ass," and then he's gonna throw a dagger at the top kobold on the right by Eva, but one down. And then I'm gonna throw one at the kobold right next to me that has not attacked yet. On the first one, we'll go at the first, and then yeah, you know.
So wait, the first one is going at the kobold that is like northeast of Vicious, but not the most northern.
Yeah, correct, yep.
And then the second one is directly west of you.
Yeah, the one that's right next to me that didn't attack me yet.
6 will miss the one near Vicious, and 13 will hit the one to the west of you, killing.
And then I'm going to take a couple steps over to right in front of them.
Alright, as you step out of combat, that kobold's going to swing at you again.
Oh, I didn't realize I was actually in combat. The squares are like kind of different on my screen. They look like they were 10 away from me.
Yeah, the one that was directly like northwest of you was in combat with you.
Okay, no worries.
He should hit with a 19, do 4 damage.
Yep, took it. Thank you.
Charging into Azur, the next one will dagger him. 7 will miss.
Yay!
Little kobold will jump up over the little stone ledge as it comes down on Araxis with his dagger. He will slip on the stones and miss him. And it will go to Arla.
Okay, I think I'm going to go and attack the one top left cornerish that is above the one that's dead, so I'm going to move towards it. Try and get between it and Madam Ava. And I'm just going to attack it with my longsword. An 8 to hit, which will probably miss.
8 will miss.
And as for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Madame Ava.
Oh, thank you, dearie.
Which is my once a day racial trait.
Very sweet of you.
My pleasure, miss. You look weedy as fuck, so I thought it was the least I could do. And that'll end my turn.
And it will go to Madame Eva.
All right, I think we'll open up with a mage armor. I think that's prudent. And then, as far as movement, maybe I'll get in the middle here with everybody. And that will be my turn at the moment.
Into Araxis.
I'm gonna attack the kobold, which is between Azure and me. And I wanna use my sneak attack on that too. Give me a second.
The map just
Well,
went black.
dark.
Yeah, I think the map just blacked out for us all.
Yeah, I deleted the torch I had here. That should work.
19 will hit, and that will kill the kobold.
Yeah. And that will be it for the moment. Be the end of my turn.
And it will go to Vicious.
Okay, I'm targeting this one. And going into rage, my first rage. This will be exciting. And hitting it.
Withdrawal. .24 will hit.
All right, and since I go in my rage, the my little thing, feet, whatever. Now I gotta find it. The storm aura thing. That one takes, when activated, it takes 1d6 lightning damage unless it saves on a DC of 13. And then as a bonus action on each of my turns. Okay. So 1d6.
Does that storm aura have a radius effect, Jamie?
It's 10-foot radius. I have to designate one creature.
Okay.
So the idea is eventually there's a boss creature, and I stand next to it and whack at it with the maul and also give it lightning, which would look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure lightning striking will not draw a dragon directly to you.
Oh yeah. Well, still, it's gotta look pretty neat though.
It's an awesome hit, too, by the way.
Would you like to roll damage with your maul?
Oh, it doesn't roll damage?
You just click the word maul down there and it'll roll the damage for you. But you can also set it up to automatically roll damage in T&D Beyond, roll 20 Beyond thing.
10 damage
Yeah,
will
that's
kill that kobold.
yeah. Oh, I didn't get to do the lightning. Well, I guess it's dead. That's the end of my turn.
Awesome.
Wait, Rage has its own turn?
It's to track how long it lasts.
Ah.
It's not me, it's my rage. It's a separate thing I carry around.
We all carry our demons.
Were you in particular looking to target that same kobold with your Storm Aura?
Yeah, don't I have to say which one it's going to?
You do indeed.
So I guess it was kind of a little fizzle, not a real lightning.
It's alright, you'll get there.
An extra well crispified kobold as the lightning strikes down and its body just explodes into little nuggets. Next kobold is going to charge up and attack Arexis. It will hit with a 23 and do 4 piercing damage.
Yes.
Next little kobold's going to charge up and attack Vicious with its daggers. 12.
No, 12 doesn't hit, but the 20 does. Oh wait, it's got disadvantage, right?
They have advantage. Oh wait, no, this one's just a straight attack. But the 20 was a previous attack.
Okay.
And it will go back around to Azure.
What do you mean back around? I'm almost left. I'm gonna just attack the kobold that attacked me first. This one, right next to me.
$16 will hit and 11 will kill.
That will be it. Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah, 22 to hit for 6 damage.
Yeah, I can say reaction on that, right?
Yeah, what reaction would you like to do?
Stone's endurance.
You can most certainly Stone's Endurance that. So 4 piercing.
Well,
Wait, give me a sec. It's 1d12 plus 2.
So
But it
four.
didn't roll the but it didn't add the mod. So I
So 2 piercing damage.
that's one hell of a bad d12.
What is it? A wisdom? What's your spell DC, Jape? Arla?
1 sec.
It's gonna be an 11.
13.
He gets an 11.
10.
So a little kobold is about to throw a stone at Arla. 7 will miss.
It failed its DC anyway, didn't it?
What was that?
It failed its wisdom check anyway, didn't it?
Yeah, because it was targeting Madame Eva.
Yeah, because of the sanctuary that you put on me.
Yeah, isn't it? Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
It can switch
Makes
its
sense.
target if it fails the save.
you're right. I just completely forgot. For some reason, I thought that because you were doing your wisdom check, you were trying to succeed at attacking Ava anyway. But cool, it's my bad.
That's what it was doing. It was trying to throw a stone at Madame Eva, and because it failed, it targeted you. 14 to dagger you, Arla?
Nope.
And then
Brings
to
his big
duck.
shield up in front of him, just has it scratch up against the face of it.
All right, Doc will pull out 2 more daggers, and he will throw one at the kobold all the way on the west, up north, right there. And then I will throw 1 dagger at the kobold that is directly south of me on Araxis right now.
Alright, so west, the one on Arlisle?
West, the one that's just standing on its own, directly west of me, next to Arlisle. Yeah,
Word.
okay.
And then south is the one that's east
Sorry,
of
on the
Araxis?
screen it looked like Yeah, east of Araxis. Yep.
12 will hit, and that will kill the one that's on Araxis, or Arlisle.
All right, and then I'm going to use sharpshooter on the bottom one to add a D8 to that attack. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just let it go. I'm going to go ahead and action surge, though. And with that, I will throw a dagger at the same kobold I just threw at, and then I'm going to throw one at the kobold that's directly to the right of me, like west, kind of a little south.
I think you'll only have 1 extra throw with action surge. I think it's
I
still
get you,
only.
because I wouldn't get a
bonus.
action.
You only get 1 bonus per turn.
Okay, I'm not going to bother then. My bad. All right, I'm done.
Anybody speak Draconic?
Madame Eva does.
Madame Eva, you would hear a call from the kobold south of Azur, who calls out to the others, "These creatures are too strong. Flee, let's bring cultists next time." And it is
Good,
going
a
to
smart one.
disgage.
I was gonna say something. An opportunity attack, but I already used my reaction, didn't I?
It disengaged.
Disengaged also.
Yeah.
What's on
The next one is going to disengage and call out the same. And it will go to Arla.
Alright, I'll move south and hit this one to the left of Azure. One to hit for 13.
21 will hit, and that will kill.
Very good. Yes, try running away. Do your best.
Madame Eva.
And Ava will go for this kobold to the south of Araxis and say,
There's your shiny, and she'll
throw a dagger.
Ah, dang it.
9 will miss. Araxis.
Well, I'm gonna attack the one in front of me.
.22 will hit. That one is not flanked by any of your teammates. It will only do 4 damage, and the kobold will live.
Yeah.
And to Vicious.
All right, the one that is adjacent to me.
Nine will miss.
All right. Well, then I'll do the lightning. See if it can save the on DC 13. 13?
Can you post it? Is it a deck save?
Yeah. I don't know about posting it though. Oh, features.
Well, it doesn't necessarily matter, but if you can still find it to post it, that would be great. But you can also use it to roll the dice for a d6.
It said DC 13. I guess it calculated something already.
So it's 8 plus your proficiency, plus your constitution modifier.
Yeah, so 2 proficiency, 3 constitution.
If you choose spells on your actions tab, just tell you your spell DC at the top.
Yeah, if you go under your Storm Aura and click C, you should be able to post it with that. There's both a button in the top right that says Beyond 20, and then you can actually roll the dice with the D6 button.
I see.
But can you click the D6 button to roll the damage?
What D6 button?
If you click the under Storm Aura where it says C, if you click C, it will pop up on the right side, and then you should see a 1d6 with a red button that has a B behind a d20.
Right. I clicked the green button.
Alright, I rolled the damage. It does 2 damage.
Oh.
Do you see under that list, though, for C, it'll pop up a little pane that shows a Storm Aura, and it shows you like all of the information for the C Aura.
Yeah, but I clicked the button, and I didn't see that it did the thing.
But there's another little red button for each of the actual die counts from 3rd level all the way up to 20th. And those are the damage buttons.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to roll a d6? that would kill it.
Oh.
Got him.
Spray of blood is always nice.
The kobolds south of Araxis will disengage. And it will go to Azor.
So, should we chase or?
Sorry, I had some connection problems.
Welcome back.
Did any kobold attack me? Do I need to remove some hit points?
1 million kobolds attacked. Nope, but kobolds died around you.
Perfect.
There may or may not still be one standing.
Yeah, there is one standing. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, this should be enough. And then I'm just gonna stab it with my halberd.
Twelve will hit and 9 will kill. Madame Eva, will you roll a d8 for me, please?
Certainly, dear.
Doc, it will go to you. The kobolds remaining are running to the south towards a house that seems to be smoking as if recently lit on fire.
I will pull out my bow and say, not so fast, little guy. And I'm going to use precision, disarming attack on that.
He will certainly drop his knife as he dies.
Yeah, boy.
Good kill. To do the run give a kill thing, but absolutely here with you.
It will go to Arlisle. It looks like it's going to go to everyone except for Azur before that kobold gets another turn. So, Arlisle?
I can't see where any enemies are because the map's dark apart from the torchlight. But you said they ran to the south, right?
If it is dark, it is darkness, so you could always light a torch.
I've got dark vision for 60 feet.
I thought it was daytime.
The sun was setting. Why would it be daytime?
Magical night. Can I see anything within 60 feet with my dark vision?
Where do you get dark vision from?
From being a Asamir.
I see no dark vision under your feats and traits.
It's there for me under racial traits near the bottom.
A word. It's gonna start to be foggy across this entire campaign.
I can barely see anything, so let's add fog.
Did that give you dark vision?
No, but it's fine. Is that just
Well, just hold on. I'm fixing your actual counter for like all of the.
Oh, very good.
So we're going to actually have this work before we move along.
Cool.
Did that give you dark vision?
Nope.
Sometimes you have to move the token to update the lighting.
Did that give you dark vision?
Yeah, that's done it.
It's like when you get glasses and they A or B.
Right. Yeah. You should see the glaucoma test.
This is why I like running all human campaigns.
Okay, I'm gonna javelin this one that's going away.
A
15
15 will hit, and that will kill.
Very good, got it. Going somewhere.
As you all see Arlisle kill the last of the kobolds that were currently in combat with you, you see a family come out from behind a house to the west of you. The lady in front holding a lamp as well as a spear and a shield across her arm holding the lamp. And then a man behind her who seems to be bandaged both on his head as well as his leg, and 3 small children following behind. Please help us. Please. There's more kobolds following behind us. We're all in danger here. We have to get to the keep.
No worries. We're headed that way.
Can any of you carry one of our children? Please, we need help.
I can carry someone.
I'm gonna go grab a
I'm sorry, I'm not a strong boy.
Anybody who carries a child, you are at disadvantage while you make any attacks, and you cannot attack with a 2-handed weapon.
That's a problem.
I would like to run around real quick and gather up my daggers plus any other remaining daggers.
Roll a investigation.
And I want to lit up a torch, by the way.
Roll a d4.
Who are you talking to?
To you, to Doc. Yeah, you guys can light up a torch whenever the torches are under the spell list for you. So you are able to locate your daggers as well as 4 more daggers on some of the corpses.
Affirmative.
All right. Can I pick up a child, or is the child gonna scream?
Are all 3 of you grabbing a child?
Yeah.
Alright, everybody can move at their normal movement pace. If we end up in combat, you will be at disadvantage while holding a child.
Okay, just like
I
real life.
already put away my halberd and pulled out the hand axe instead.
Oh, well, I forgot. I just want to correct myself. I forgot I don't have a torch on me, so I can't light the lit torch.
Damn, keep rolling to Madame Eva. Fucking divination over there. Roll a d8 for me, Madame Eva.
I'm in my car now. You can roll it for me though.
Oh, word. Yeah, let's actually take a break here and let me hit the restroom while you are in the car, and we'll come back in like 10 or so, and we'll see how that puts us with Ben on the road. Otherwise, we will be back shortly here.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Good.
Alright, I'm gonna grab something to eat.
Yeah, we got to kill some kobolds.
Way down under.
Yeah, sweet, sweet level 1 encounter.
Hello, weak enemies, my old friends.
Like, you call it a level 1 encounter, but all of them keep hitting me for 6.
Look at the dice, mate.
Plus, they also get advantage when they're together. So.
Yeah, that's definitely a sweet option is pack tactics.
About 10 years ago. Yeah, it's definitely not that. It's like a non mystical type of input, and it's just humans and I suppose cyborgs as well, I guess. Looks awesome. No, I can't wait. I think it's like 3 weeks until it comes out, and I get my PlayStation 5 about 5 or 6 days before it. So the only game I'm going to have on my PlayStation 5 is a PlayStation 4 game, which is fantastic.
What game are you talking about? What game? I missed that, sorry.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, that's great. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm gonna buy it when it's cheaper. But
Yes, but
the thing I most like to do, I wait till my friends finish it, and I'm just gonna take theirs.
yeah, it's a good way of doing it.
So, like, 2077 isn't that long from now.
57 years. But it's
Well-
like it's a split like sort of timeline. So I think it's split from our timeline back in like 1950 or something like that. And the plot of it is that the like American economy massively collapses in like the 50s or 60s or something like that, to the point where the government completely dissolves, and so people like band together to build their own free cities. And in these free cities, because there's no government, it's run by companies, and then these companies are basically at war with each other for power.
Alexis, can you please roll a d8 for me? Alright, let's go one down the list. Arlyle, can you please roll a d8?
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
It's a 4 for me.
Doc, can you please roll a d8?
That's a 6.
Yeah, you're cheating, Doc.
Oh yeah, roll a d8 for me, Doc.
Oh, my bad.
Excellent.
That was good for us. You used your bad luck on the first one, so we got a better one in the second one.
Oh, do we even know what we're rolling for or what we were going for?
Looks like its directions of movement.
Oh, I got you.
Whether the blue dragon's going to eat us or who it's going to eat.
Definitely had nothing to do that low numbers, nothing happened.
Yeah, the highest number's the one that the blue dragon eats. You think that maybe it'll think I'm a friend because I do lightning?
I think you're a friend.
I
of
think
the,
there's only one way to find out.
literally just saw a post on Facebook saying Cyberpunk 2077 has just been delayed.
It'll be 2027 before you actually see it.
Yeah, it seems like. I mean, it has been delayed 2 years already, so.
It's just fine. I'll need a computer from 2077 to play it.
Apparently, it's been quite well optimized, so it could be okay.
Well, my point was that Jan will still be alive.
Are we
So-
rolling for my life, or what are we doing?
So he'll get to like see what 2077, what kind of dystopia, what kind of awfulness it is.
Right. Well, I felt the same way about what was it? The Back to the Future.
2020 is
Yeah,
shaping
great.
up pretty good for 2077.
Right.
So you
Yeah.
all are currently traveling with a swift.
Huh?
You cut out after Swift.
You all are currently traveling with the Smith family. What is the marching order?
Can I use a kid as a shield?
You are more than welcome to sacrifice children.
Sorry, in with the Dragon Call.
Yeah, so I'm carrying a child, but I'm pretty tanky, so I'm guessing I won't go at the front or at the back, but maybe not dead middle.
Right.
Anyone who's
Yeah, I can take up the rear.
Do we have somebody who's not carrying a child who can go in front?
Oh, I don't have a child. Do you want me to go in front?
can
Yeah,
do
if you
the
can
archer,
take
right?
fire.
All right, Doc will be one.
Do you know why my
good,
token's
good.
small?
Because the screen you're on isn't for tokens. It's just to give you an impression of the overall map of the town. Who is following Doc?
So I go second.
I'll go third.
Fine, I'll follow next.
I don't care. I can go last. Yeah, it would be me. Roxas last, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, I am not on that screen, and I am not setting you guys up for the screen that you are on.
Okay, so the screen says 1 Doc, 2 Arlisle, 3 Ava, 4 Vicious, 5 Azure, 6 Araxis.
Which I'm
So
glad
you
you
all-
typed in.
You all see beyond you about 5 people approaching from the east of you as you have turned the road towards the keep. What would you like to do?
Do they look friendly or bad?
People who look friendly are currently running and screaming wherever they go.
I'm gonna
And
take a
they are
longbow
not.
shot.
before you do, we could head into this building to the north and hide.
You can take your shot, and everyone select your tokens and roll initiative.
I'm gonna just take it against the guy that's in the front. Did it roll?
Yeah, it
Not for
rolled.
you, did it?
No,
Not
not
for
for
you.
you. Yeah, it was as well. It was Jamie who rolled.
Yeah, and I rolled advantage because I'd put that down due to the reckless before.
I'm gonna add a D8 to it.
Ben, how do you get the 0.15? You used to do that before too.
I think I have the tiebreaker initiative set on my character sheet in Roll20.
Right.
What did you make the sound but not roll the die?
No, that
You
just
roll
rolled
superiority.
all of your superiority dice on that one.
All right, so just use the first one, 7. I don't know why it would roll all of them. That makes no sense. But yeah, it's a 7, so it'll be a total of 21.
A 21 will hit.
For 15 damage, and then he'll have to drop his weapon.
Well, wait. If you're doing the precision shot, that's not the drop the weapon shot.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's the one I want. It doesn't add to damage, but it adds to hit. Yeah. Just ignore this, but I'm gonna try doing this a different way.
So, Madame Eva, as you see these people ahead of you, you hear the twang of the bow from Doc. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Can I see that? I don't know. I'm pretty old, so I'm not sure if I can see. But can I tell that these boys that are coming up are wearing dragon masks and stuff?
Your biggest clue at this point is that these people seem calm while the world around you is burning.
Okay. Well, I guess,
Are we his friends, or are we going to our people, or are we going to make friends with him?
and I will hold my action for the, if the one in the front, I guess, attacks.
And what are you holding?
Firebolt.
So is that the keep to the north of us?
At this point, these are just random buildings. It's just a map for a placeholder.
Oh, okay.
You all are heading to the east to the keep. Doc, Vish, what are your dexterities?
+3 modifier, 16 total.
What's your dexterity, Vicious?
Hold on. Dex of +2.
You will see the back of them weave a spell, and it will kind of flow across the group, and it will go to erect.
Well, as I saw that we already attacked them, I'm gonna shoot a bolt with my short bow on the one who's already hit once by dog.
18 will hit.
And then, is there something around me where I can hide them, like a bush? Or a wall or something in the area?
Do you see anything around you that you could hide around?
Yeah, I would guess so. It's like a small wall. I mean, at least take cover. If there's like a small garden wall. I don't know which in front of the house or like these small walls, I would say. I just try to figure out how they are and how do they look, if there is something.
You're welcome to lay down and go prone if you would like.
Well, that's not the aim.
Well, you're on a map, so look around at the map. If you see something that you would like to hide behind, you can certainly try.
Hide behind a Goliath.
Move her, and I'm gonna try to hide behind that.
And it will
Whatever
go
is
to
gonna
Dot.
be there.
Drop those kitties, everyone. Here come the cultists. At least that's the rumor. With that, he's gonna step over here, take another shot at the same guy.
Sorry, I just wanted to.
Nice. And then I'm gonna step back right here, and I'll say, throw him by the shed. That's the end of my turn.
And to Vicious.
All right, I'm gonna take my kid and go over there where it looks like they have a little cover from the bad guys, and I'm gonna put my kid down and say, get down real flat, and maybe they won't hurt you. Not real good at this. Half orc. We don't deal with kids.
You could always bite their head off.
That's unrealistic. Maybe a hand, but not a whole head. Come on.
Well, that's not real helpful either. But I'm
Gotta
gonna put
start
the kid down.
somewhere.
Hey, just out of curiosity, is there like a distance that you're able to throw a torch? Like, how does that work exactly?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay, work. And is that normally a bonus action, an action, like to light it and then throw it?
It would vary what level things are on, but it's definitely going to be an action to light it or to throw it. Most of the time, it would be a free interaction for the lighting, but if you have to like pull it out as well as light it, that may start to take up more actual actions.
Oh no, that makes sense.
Also, you can use it to hit for 1d4 fire.
If that is the end of Vicious, it will go on to the group to your east. Oh wait, how is Doc on there? And it will go to Arla.
Okay, I'm gonna move up north slightly and drop my kid off. So I'll just put my kid down on the square just to the north of me. Bonus action sanctuary on Madam Ava.
Thank you, dear.
Very
My
thoughtful.
pleasure. And I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to cast the light cantrip on my shield as my bonus action to give everyone a little bit of light. So 20-foot light, an additional 20-foot dim.
So that's 2 of your 3 level 1 spell slots gone?
Yes, that's right. Because light's just a cantrip, so yeah, I'm going to do that now. And I'm just going to shout, put down your weapons and run to the people to the east. And that'll let my turn.
The man is going to limp towards his children as he yells at, "What are you doing? You can't set them down now!"
It's better to set them down than to carry them into battle.
Linen is going to walk forward. "Halt! Stay back!" "Surrender yourselves or die by the dragon." Targeting Arlisle, this one is going to shoot a bolt at you.
Right.
14 should miss, and it will go to one of the children. Into Madame Eva.
How do you surrender? You just put your arms up. Arms up.
I think it's a sub as well.
You are more than welcome to throw your arms up and attempt to surrender.
Makes you a bigger target.
Yeah, and that'll be my turn.
As this one moves forward, it is going to light up with like a dark blue light above Arlyle's head. And why does it ask me what level?
That's a good question.
I'm not sure why it would ever be. Oh, okay, it's a level of a character. Yeah, it's filled in. I'm not sure why it thinks that. It is a dexterity saving throw for you, Arla. DC 12.
9 fail.
What in the fucks? For 3 damage.
Okay, got it.
And it will go to Alexis.
So I'm gonna peek around the corner here. And shoot at the nearest one to me.
.23 will hit.
Yeah.
Did that count as sneak then, did it?
Can I sneak that, or is it not possible to sneak that one?
Did you ever try to hide?
Yeah, I used my hide actually. I can do the hide as bonus action. This was what I wanted to do behind the walls there.
So you can roll to stealth yourself, but you can do it at the start of your turn and gain sneak attack there.
Alright, then I'm gonna do that next time, okay? So. Alright. And then I'm gonna move back behind the wall and hide again.
So then roll your stealth check.
Yeah, okay.
You feel stealthy.
Alright.
And too vicious.
Alright, I'm gonna run out. I forgot to run out before, or stay out.
Is there something wrong with your token, Ben?
I can't see anything anymore.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It had the token modifier on it from last time. I couldn't change it, so I just rebuilt it or brought it out.
Yeah, I've got dark vision. I can't see anything. Well, my vision's weird. I can see kind of like 3 o'clock and down on a circle.
It's
It's
probably because you're
because
behind a hedge.
you're behind the wood and
Yeah,
everything.
right up against a tree. There you go.
Oh, okay, that was stupid. All right, I thought there just wasn't anything there. All right, so I guess I will be here, and I will shoot a javelin at this one.
Which one is this one?
The Chewbacca at the back, up at the top row.
Alright, northeast.
You see that one that I was clicking?
Yes, but stick with cardinal direction so I know things like that. Northeast.
Okay, but I don't know what it's northeast of.
Like, north is always the top of the screen. East is always the right of the screen. So he is the most northern and eastern of the guys. It's just something to give me a reference because I am on a lot of different screens at any given moment.
Okay, but yeah, I only see two things, so.
By the way, sorry to metagame, but it's always better to hit one that's already hurt, but it's completely your call which one you go for.
I'm gonna hit the one at the top. I'll do it next time. Yours, whatever.
Cool.
An 8 will miss.
Not impressive anyway, so it didn't really matter what I tried to hit.
And to Doc.
Doc will yell out, "Get back, you fools!" and double dagger that guy that's most west, the closest to us.
Your attacks will be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't get disadvantage because I have sharpshooter training.
Well, he's dodging though.
What's that?
He is dodging.
Oh, you just not telling us he took the dodge action? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I don't necessarily think it is necessary to share such things, but he moved forward cautiously and did nothing.
Okay, no worries. That's why I just said. You're just not telling us he took the dodge action. I got you.
7 and 5 will miss.
That's it for my turn.
Linen will dodge out of the way as the sky above her lights up with a dark blue, and a lightning bolt strikes down on her previous position. And it will go to Arla.
Okay, javelin throw on the spiky helmet guy who's closest to us on the west of the group.
Will be at disadvantage.
Okay. 13 then, not with.
13 will hit for 8 damage.
I should assume they were all better than 13 AC.
These are level 1 encounters that you guys are playing as level 3 characters.
Very good. All right, I'll end it there. Have I got light on my shield, by the way? I can't tell because I've got dark vision.
Can you post the light? Is it 20 feet?
It's 20 feet normal and
Yeah,
20
it's
feet
torch.
dim on top of that.
20 and 20.
Cuth is going to run past Doc as he tries to grasp at one of his children who is running and screaming. He just slightly misses the child as it gets through his grasp. Minan will strike out at the cultist. 15 will hit and kill. As she says, "You're not getting my children today." The veteran is going to move forward and cut Linen to the ground. One of the children breaks back towards Doc, running back towards where he was dropped off, and the other seems to run off to the north. And we will go back to one of the, I believe that's an acolyte. A dark blue light will form over Doc. Dexterity saving throw, please, Doc. DC 12. As the lightning bolt strikes down above you, it will deal no damage. And it will go to Araxis. We can move to Vicious if it appears that Araxis is not here.
Alright, so I am going to shoot at the injured one to the north. Like north of somebody. It's the most northern one I can see.
Chewbacca looking guy that isn't electric.
Do I only have 4 of you in initiative right now?
I think I lost the initiative when I deleted the token, so. But I am kind of doing the surrendering thing at the moment. But I can put myself in.
Does the 13 hit?
I'm sorry, I disconnected.
Did a 13 hit?
Hold on one second. I'm dealing with the initiative issue right now.
Sorry.
Did damn, what's his name? Azur roll initiative. Madame Eva was 22.15. Can you roll initiative for Azure, please? And who were you attacking, Vicious?
The one that's injured, the yellow one to the north.
13 will hit.
Whoa, did not expect a 13 to hit.
Level 1 encounters all. Level 1. 6 damage will kill. Azur, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I would like to attack the other one which is nearest to us, and I'm going to try to make it sneaky. So do I need to make a stealth check, or can I just do it? And
Wait, is this Jan speaking right now?
yes.
Let me have Azur take a turn as he was out of initiative.
Sorry, I
My question:
just
am I still carrying one of the children, or is that?
I do believe you still have a child.
In
Yep.
that case, I am most likely just gonna. Yeah, I don't want to leave Madam Eva alone, so I think I'm gonna just stay where I am and not move anywhere. And I'm not even gonna try to attack anything. I'm just gonna keep staying here, ready an attack action for anything that comes within 5 feet.
Alrighty, so Arexis, what would you like to do from your hiding position?
I want to try to look around the corner and try to shoot at the nearest one. And I'd like I sneakily want to look around the corner and then shoot at the nearest one, if that would be possible. Do I need to make a stealth roll there?
No, that's the point of hiding on your previous turn. If you did not hide, you would have to do it before your turn.
Alright.
An 8 is going to miss.
Well, then I'm gonna go back and and try to hide again. Give me 1 second.
And it will go to Doc.
Doc will pull out 2 more daggers and look straight down at the southwestmost bad guy and chuck him at this dude.
Ten will miss.
And what about 15?
A 15 will miss as well.
That's it for my turn.
Sir, these people are not our targets. We should flee this place. And it will go to Azur, as it appears that person, having moved away, seems to have cast a spell.
Yeah, I'm unsure. Should I try and get in between? Yeah, I'm gonna try and walk in between Vicious and Madam Eva while still carrying the child. Yeah, around
there, and then I'm just gonna ready an action if anything comes close again.
And it will go to Arlyle. You heard in common tongue one of the casters say that they should flee.
Yeet. I'm attacking the elite or veteran, whatever he's called. Only
Make a
10.
dexterity save for me.
And me a 6.
Take 8 damage.
Very good.
And then a 10 will miss against the veteran.
And yeah, fuck it. Compel duel on him.
What?
So Ava's not got Sanctuary on her anymore. It's my last spell slot used.
What is your spell save DC?
13.
Sir, we must flee! Cuthran's back past Doc and is successfully able to grab his child, but he can't really like pick her up. He's just able to sort of like grab a hold of like the scruff of her shirt. The veteran will swing twice with his longsword and miss off of the armor of Arlyle. And it will go to... That child is currently grappled. Madame Eva.
You can leave the child here with me. That one looked like a mighty pole fighter.
And he's within range, so this. Well, I guess we're not trying to hide from surrendering and all that now, so I'll give him 2 damage with the frostbite if I can.
He saves.
Still does 1 damage though, right?
No, it's cantrip.
Oh, fair enough.
And it will go to Araxis.
So, well, I'm gonna try to shoot at the one who's in front of Ariel. I'm gonna try to do it sneakily again.
Nice.
So
23 will hit for 18 damage.
And afterwards, I will roll back behind my secret hiding spot and going to hide again.
You feel stealthy.
Yeah, I'm going to try to hide again.
And 2 vicious.
All right, moving out. I don't think I can get all the way over to this one. Oh, okay, there's... No, I'll still try to hit it.
Yeah, I saw.
The one to the east of Arlisle, I'm going to throw a javelin at it. Because...
You have a single javelin, and you have thrown 2 javelins already. So I'm just going to throw it out there. You have to buy more javelins before you are able to continue throwing them.
I thought I was given 4 at the beginning. Like, my beginning set of stuff.
Yeah, I think you get 5 in your initial pack.
No, I think I had 4 in my initial.
Oh, my bad. No, it does have a quantity listed for that one. I'm not sure why hand axes are singled and then the javelins are stacked. Yeah, that's my bad. So you have 2 more javelin throw.
Yeah, I'm counting them out.
23 will hit. And if that's everything, it will go on to Doc.
Oh, I'm going to run back for cover.
All right, Doc's going to jump that wall right there. And he's going to say, where do you think you're going? And pull out another dagger and throw it at this closest guy.
Nice.
For 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
17 damage. And then he's going to look. What was that?
I was saying boom headshot. I didn't realize you speak at the same time. I thought.
Wait a second.
Oh, no
That is rolling sharpshooter without reducing it by the 5. So it's adding the plus 10 damage, but it's not subtracting 5.
Nope, it's -5. I should have +5 to hit. Instead, it's +0 to hit.
Okay, it's a straight shot word.
Yeah, I just modified all my weapons, so I would have 1 for sharpshooter and 1 for regular, because it's so much harder the other way. And then he's going to say, oh, and what about your friend? And throw 1 more at the guy northeast of me.
Nice.
19 for 14 damage. Then he's going to say, I'm your huckleberry. And that's the end of my turn.
And it will go to Azor.
Yeah. How far is it to the closest one?
50 feet.
About like midway down, there's a little tool that looks like a circle around a ruler, like pointing off to the northeast, and that is your ruler tool. But also 50 feet.
It's like it's 40.
For how far can you throw a hand axe?
I should say under hand axe 20, 60. Past 20 feet, it is at disadvantage.
You can move and then throw.
I was already at disadvantage because I'm carrying the child, so I'm just gonna throw the hand axe at him.
You're gonna kill a man while holding a child.
It's education.
As you reach out to throw the hand axe, it plinks off of his armor and just falls to the side.
Good thing I have 2 of these. Yeah,
Well,
that's
with dual
my
weapon fighting, sorry, you could have thrown both.
They're light weapons, so he could interact in a way to still throw both.
Danny doesn't have any.
exactly. Nice to have one.
Children are also light weapons.
Yeah, you can throw them as well.
You could certainly try to throw the child.
Yeah, my turn is over though. I'm not gonna throw the child.
It will go to Arla.
Ultimate godly paladin stare. Only a 10 to hit though.
A 10 will miss.
As he swings wide with his sword, he's going to go, "Where do you think you're going? Your friends are dead." And out then my turn.
Kaltha is going to try to sort of like limp out of the way and hold his child between his arms so she cannot see her slain mother in the center of the street.
Yeah, that's rough.
And the cultist is going to raise its longsword high in the air, and you will hear as it calls out in Draconic, and Madame Eva, you will hear as this person invokes the name of Tiamat and the cult of the dragon as he strikes out twice into Arlisle, invoking his own death before dishonor before the dragon.
Interesting.
23 to hit for 10 slashing damage.
Bloody.
That child is held by Koth right now. And he maintains it, and it will go to Madame Eva.
I'll try to take this child away from Azure so we can go fight.
Kidnapping my child. It's mine now.
Yeah, you're not gonna like just steal the child, but you can definitely essentially interact and see if Azor will release the child to you.
The child, dear, so you can go do your pole arm thing.
And if that's essentially it, we will move on and see. Araxis, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm continue my sneaky attacks. I'm gonna attack the one who's right next to Josh.
16 will miss.
Damn. Okay, and then I'm gonna roll right back behind again and try to hide again.
Into vicious.
Alright, last javelin. The one that's to the east of.
There's
Doug.
only one guy left.
Well, okay, but, I figured I'd say.
A 7 will miss, and it will go to Doc.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. That was the last javelin.
Doc will move over to the carcass and pull out his longbow and pull it back abnormally far. And completely miss.
Pulling past your point of aim, an unfamiliar pull strength, you swipe right past the target. And to Azur, Madame Eva is reaching out to take the child from your arms. What would you like to do?
I released this child to give to Madame Eva. Yes. And took up my halberd and rush in, I guess.
Go get him.
Madame Eva, can you roll probably an acrobatics check for me, please? DC 15 as this child is flailing as he starts to let go. And really what it is I rolled a 15 for the child to fight you.
Oh, that little shit can go on.
Hey, children. Ah.
Well, I'm guessing I'm not getting rid of the child.
No, you got rid of the child. Like, you already have passed it off to Madame Eva. She just could not maintain it.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can spend your turn trying to move back and grapple the child. That's fine. But essentially, like, that was just the result of passing off these children that have just watched their mother die.
that's max I could move, right?
It's 6 to there.
Okay.
So you can take a dash action, or you can throw something at range.
Yeah, I'm throwing my second hand axe, but this should be close enough to not have disadvantage, right?
Yep, you're within 20 feet. It will just be a straight throw. 23 will hit.
Yay!
And if that is all, it will progress to Arlyle as you see a hand axe fly over your shoulder, embed into the veteran, and an arrow come across your chests as it swings right through you both.
Okay. I'm going to give myself 10 hit points first. And then I'm going to swing at it. For only a 7 to hit, so that'll miss. And that'll end my turn.
No, it doesn't matter, but I'm pretty sure lay on hands is an action.
Oh, is it? Oh, fair enough then. Well, I'll take that as my action and won't take my missed swing then.
Yeah, my bad. I just started playing a paladin recently, so.
Yeah, it says an action.
Okay.
Cuth is going to break down as he looks around and sees his wife cut down in the street, and he is going to lose a grip of his child. As he runs forward, he's going to slide to the ground at her feet.
Man's got mad speed.
Took the dash action. Ooh, dude, 3 death fails in a row as Linen coughs up blood and ceases to breathe.
Oh shit! I thought she was dead. I didn't know we could have stabilized.
The veteran is going to call out again in the draconic voice. Once again, everyone would hear the name Tiamat. I think would still kind of stick through ears, but Madame Eva, most of all, would understand that again this veteran is invoking Tiamat and hoping to gain a kill for her glory. 21 for 10 more slashing damage.
Okay. Just undoes the lay on hand. Be good if somebody could actually land a hit on this guy.
Probably never.
To Madame Eva.
Can't really grapple this kid, but what I'll do is I'll try to calm her down by telling her the story of how Madame Ava's mom died. And we'll do kind of a persuasion thing. I remember there was a tribe of goblins that came over the hill, and there was nothing we could do.
A tribe of goblins. I rolled a nat 1, so this child just like immediately goes into a trance as you start to tell a story. But holy shit, a tribe of goblins is what you think of to calm a child.
No, well, it's about how her mom.
Kobolds and cultists and their whole town is burning, and you're like, ah, yes, we were raided by a tribe of goblins. They massacred everyone.
Everyone, an arrow through the eye she took.
Was it Screech? I suppose it could be speeches to you.
So yeah, she's just kind of looking at you like just completely catatonic, like focused in on the actual speech.
In the end, you grow up a little bit faster, but more wiser. And that'll be my turn.
She kind of like cuddles into your arms at that point.
Oh, there.
And to Araxis, you see a child running and screaming to the southwest of you, as well as Arlisle continuing to fight the veteran, and Azure approaching from the west, as well as Doc starting to shoot arrows from the north.
Well, I'm going to run. I'm gonna follow the child. I'm gonna grab her hand. I'm gonna tell her, "Hey, stay with us, or you will die."
Oh, nice.
You can try to grapple with an athletics or an acrobatics check. There is no Constitution saving throw for old people smell. Old people smell is calming to children.
Oh shit.
It actually might be a sedative. Like a mix
That's
of
what's like
mothball, death, and formaldehyde. Man, I'm thinking of the yellow candy. It's like butterscotch.
Oh yeah, butterscotch.
Yeah, like those four smells together. With our powers combined, we are old lady smell.
Sure, there's some piss and cabbage in there as well.
So the little boy running from you, Alexis, is able to fight away from your arms and is essentially still free at this point. You can use your bonus action to attempt again, just because essentially the rogue has kind of that extra action sort of abilitize that you can try once again.
Well, I'm gonna try it again. And as I'm looking frustrated as she's able to free her hand.
Wow.
Oh no.
Nope, still roll higher. It's still, the little boy is still free, and it will go to vicious.
All right. I move my token as far as I can get it. Can I hit the veteran or not?
Yeah, that's in
Like,
combat. Your caddy corner. It's those wait, yeah, 8 spaces around the person that can all strike within 5 feet. A 9 will not suffice.
oh well.
And it will go to Doc.
If I had the wish spell, I'd use it for someone to get.
Doc will start running up, come up straight behind him, and pull out 2 more daggers and give one a kiss. And he'll say, "This motherfucker won't die. He reminds me of me. I hate him." And he'll throw it straight at his fucking neck chink in his armor.
I thought it was his eyes that did.
Dude, I really would.
I'm gonna add a bonus to that for my
Precision shot.
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll a d8 regular because it's easier.
That is fine.
Wait, that was the wrong one. 7. So it'll be a
22 will hit.
For 14 damage.
Wait.
I believe you were aiming at his neck. As it pierces through his spine, you see as his body collapses with his sword raised for one more strike at Arlau.
Doc will just walk up and kick the sword out of his hand and go, "I don't think so." And then I'm gonna gather up all my daggers.
Yeah, I'll grab my javelin.
And if I could search the body of the champion, I would like to do that as well.
He has a... Oh, you can do an investigation check, my bad.
9.
He has a fine longsword on him, but it seems to be damaged from the actual battle. If you wanted to collect it, you can call it a damaged longsword. It would just need repair work. And then he also has a heavy crossbow slung across his back.
Any money?
Roll a d4. Roll 4d6. He has 12 copper, 5 silver, and 2 gold pieces on it.
Thank you, sir.
Araxis, roll one more time to try to capture this child before he gets away.
Oh.
Dude, that's a wily fucking kid. Good luck.
uh, Would I have to reload my D&D? No, it's going.
Oh, you got it. 17's what he rolled. You're able to capture him as he goes to move away. So Araxis and Madame Eva, you have the two children at present. The father is essentially inconsolable at present over the body of his wife. And the other seems to have escaped to the north, kind of running erratically through the field.
We'll put out an Amber Alert.
Well, I'm going to first go to Madame Eva with the child in my hand.
Oh, very well. I'll take this one also.
Is that your aim, to hand another child to Madame Eva?
No, that wasn't. I won't let her go for now. I'm still gonna hold her hand because I tried so hard to get it. I think we need to get the child to the other guys again so they can carry them to their safety. They my child that I got here is a little bit confused and feared, and I'm not that good with such things, and we should also hurry up.
Someone else search these bodies. I'm going for the other child if I can. And I'd like to light a torch and go run up north and see if I could find it.
This city is still in chaos. If you are going to go off for the child, it is going to be extremely dangerous to go for. And you all will essentially be moving away from the keep. To go off alone at this point would be extremely dangerous and death-defying.
There's no way I can just do a quick check like in the vicinity?
No, that child got away right at the start of the actual combat.
I don't really like kids anyway. Does anybody else want to search the rest of these bodies, or?
I can check. I got a low perception, but I can check.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for my 4 javelins, and I don't know if there's a body near me too that the others aren't getting. I guess I'll get it.
You can always collect your actual thrown weapons. They're only very unique situations. Those will get damaged and or deleted by using them. But the two of you can make investigation checks. Roll a d4 Arlyle and roll a d3 Vicious. Word. Roll 3d6 for me, Arlyle, and roll 4d6 for me, Vicious. Arlyle, you are able to find 6 copper pieces and 3 silver pieces. Vicious, you are able to find 19 copper pieces.
What's the exchange rate? 10 to silver?
Yeah, that is 1.9 silver pieces. As far as finding things go, though, the weight of the copper at this point is something where, like, the weight matters while you guys are not, like, exchanging at an actual place of business.
We should keep moving before that dragon circles us. Can I make a perception to see if the dragon's around?
Roll a perception check. It doesn't take you long to spot the dragon in the sky. You see whatever has been wheeling around. It still seems to be flying around. It's not necessarily getting close to the city, but it almost seems like a carrion beast that is circling a prey that it's waiting to die. But at these points, you can start to see like glimmers of blue inside of the light as it flaps its wings and just wheels about the town.
And do we have any idea as to whether these fires were started by cultists or by the actual dragon?
I would say that overall, from how widespread they were, and when they basically picked up around dusk, that it's enough that you all could gather that the cultists had infiltrated this town and they lit the entire town on fire as a coordinated attack.
Could I also do a check on the word Tiamat?
Yeah, I believe you will have advantage with such things, but you can either do... I think history would be the most likely, but you can do arcana as well. I'm not sure. Do you have proficiency in both of those coming through the future?
I have proficiency in both, and I've got expertise in Arcana.
Oh shit, fucking rogue. You are aware enough that Tiamat has been banished to the Nine Hells for some 1,500 years at least, long before the memory of humans.
And does that gel with my current understanding of the dragon cult? Because I believe it was Draco Liches that the dragon cult was all about.
Roll a history check for me on this one. As far as you know, the dragon cult has long worshipped dragons and has paid honor towards Tiamat, but the dragon cult is about killing living dragons and resurrecting them as Dracoliches. Something about this does not gel, that this guy would be so intent upon Tiamat.
Very interesting. More questions than answers.
And again, for like a little bit of side information, it can be assumed that as you all finish these things, that Madame Eva essentially shares with you that cultist and the veteran, or rather the veteran cultist, was invoking Tiamat. It would explicitly come to you to basically say, I am going to share this information, and when you say that, whatever you admit is actually admitted information, versus like assumed information is kind of what I tell to everybody, and I specifically reference to a single person, they're the one who knows. Like when Araxis noticed the cultist noticing you all, he would have told you all, we've been spotted, we're drawing attention here, as you entered that tavern. That's just assumed until I actually pull somebody across to a private channel, and then it's purely up to them to share information. So if you hear information, it is assumed that that person shares it with you, unless they explicitly say, this is what I'm going to share. So at this point, unless Ben wants to omit what he heard, it is assumed that he shares all of that information with you.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have a reason to hide it.
And that's mostly for the telephone effect. Like, it doesn't have to be the type of thing where after I, like, go on an exposition, you don't have to spend a minute doing exposition on the same material.
Sure, yeah. Much appreciated.
But it also makes for interesting times. I feel like with the last group, Undead Doesn't Count, when you met the Sylvans outside of Neverwinter Wood, I feel like there was an interesting moment where Goderic held off a little bit, like, of the information that he had from, like, the owl bear and the Sylvan, or maybe it was Jape, but it was one of those things where, like, interesting things can happen by what you omit when you explicitly share, like, particular knowledge.
All right, I'll say, gather your things. We need to keep moving. You care to take your wife? Can you carry her?
He is injured. His leg, as well as I believe I said his head, are wrapped in bandages. I don't think I can. I don't think I can even carry one of my children right now. Where? And he's like looking around, and just now he is spotting that he sees only 2 children. Where is Akshay? Where has she run? Vilma, Rosa, where did you see where your sister went?
She's probably gone to go and get her stupid name changed. I'll carry your wife.
Trust me, dear, being a single father, you're going to be glad for the lighter load.
And Doc will scarecrow him out of there if that helps.
So, to carry a kid?
I'm carrying dead one. So someone needs to take the child out. Actually, there's only 2 children.
So I believe at present, Madame Eva is kind of like, not necessarily carrying, but currently holding one child.
Yeah.
Yeah, Araxis has the other. Arlyle has the wife, and Doc is helping the father.
All right, I'm gonna go over to the one that Madame Eva has and be real nice about it, and bend down and say, "Would you come with me?"
You're trying to persuade a child.
Yeah. Well, I figured like
Got-
Madame Eva can't carry her.
You got like 6-inch long fags, and you're like covered in blood right now.
Come with me.
They're not that long. They're like, kind of dainty.
Maybe 2.5.
Right.
Or not.
Roll a persuasion check. And then I think also Vicious, will you roll a d8 for me? I rolled a 3, so it is enough that this child seems to be kind of frozen, lost between the story of Madame Eva and the half-orc that might be trying to eat her. But she more or less is coaxed into your arms, and you are able to pick her out of Madame Eva's like kind of like the nape of her neck. She was like more or less like cuddling into Madame Eva.
All right, did you want me to roll something else?
Yes, a d8, please. You all are essentially at the last leg before you should be able to make it to the keep. See, I feel like if the counters were set to work correctly, they would be updating on the home screen. And that doesn't bode well to me.
Yeah, something's not right because it seems like my counter freezes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the API crashing or what, but when I come back here and everybody's at full health as if nothing happened, it definitely seems wrong.
Yeah, I think that API is working. It just, yeah, like whatever the stats that I put on it, like the sanctuary, and then I go to turn it off later on when it goes off, but it's permanently on there for some reason. The API needs an update.
Mine did carry over my damage when we went between screens. But I wasn't on this screen. I was just on the 2 smaller maps.
Well, I mean, like when I go back to like the original, like the kind of home screen map, and go to save, like go to grab your characters from there, they're like fully unupdated. Alright, so Doc is by the husband. Madame Eva has her torch again. Araxis has a child. Vicious has a.
I've got a dead wife.
And then you have the dead weight, the wife.
Which
Yeah,
I'm simply thrilled to be carrying. I do hope there's no blood on my clothes. I didn't do a risk assessment on the lift before I did it either.
Oh, do you need to make a Constitution save as you lift? Did you lift with your back? You want to lift with your back in a jerking motion. Jerk with your back.
You want to snap up, wrap.
It's
And when
better
you
if you
hear-
twist and jerk at the same time.
When you hear a ripping sound like Velcro and taste blood, you're doing it right.
Yeah, I've binge watched all of Always Sunny since Josh brought it up. So the episode where they're like trying to recruit like hot chicks. I feel like they have hot chicks and then hot guys for D. And they're trying to recruit them to their workout sessions where they're doing like deadlifts, but they're trying to do the jerking with your back motion, like trying to injure people.
Yeah, he's trying to get the fit girl hurt so he can put her in a tub or something like that. And then there's also the where he tries to turn D into like a fighter, and he gets her hooked on steroids, and he's trying to teach how to do squat lifts in the rack, and he's describing how to do it in the most incorrect way possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to quit for today. It's quite late and I have work tomorrow.
Well, we are right about to the close, so we can just stop it at this little encounter here. You all are essentially within sight of the keep, and you are looking at about 5 more cultists and another of the acolytes who were casting spells. And you basically will have the decision. Are you going to try to run to the safety of the doors or fight this last little encounter just outside of the keep?
I say we run them through, boys and girls.
Yeah, I mean, if they're in the way and they escape, they'll still be a problem.
Seems like we already took out their commander, but yeah, I'm probably too hurt to get into another fight. But I can stay.
Yeah, just stay towards the back. Let the orc do a little work.
I gotcha.
Plus, I have this dead weight.
But that's
I'm
where we
sorry.
will leave it, and we will rejoin the adventurers next week. I hope everyone had a good time with the introduction to the Horde of the Dragon Queen, and we will progress forward with the story as it develops here in the town of Greenest.
Excellent session. Thanks so much, Joe.
And I've got to throw out, it's got to be a perfect pun that it starts off with Greenest and Flames, because Green Flames!
Of course, yes.
Like, I don't know if this town existed before,
Chris Perkins.
yeah, Perkins. I knew it started with a P. Like, I don't know if this town existed before Perkins, but I definitely feel like he influenced lighting it on fire.
Well,
What movie is that?
3.5 is Chris Perkins, baby. This is all
Oh,
the
right.
other two guys.
I
Jerry.
feel like Perkins, though, still had a lot. Isn't he still, like, the lead designer or something?
I don't think he's not for 5e. I know that he's he was doing the whole publicity tour stuff after that while they were getting D&D Next up and running. And
All right, but he's still DMs for Penny Acquisitions.
Well,
Inc.,
yeah,
right?
I think last year he handed that over to Jeremy or whatever.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that's essentially the end for everyone. Jamie, that's like Chris Perkins throws that out to Big Trouble in Little China, where like it's just a little throwaway line at the start of the movie where they say something about like a fireball exploding and he's like in green flames. So like now when they're DMing their live sessions at like PAX United and shit like that, anytime green flames is said, it's just like part of the throwback to Perkins that everybody in the stadium or the stage yells out, "Green Flames!"
Okay.
Yeah, there are a lot of green flames in D&D.
Yeah, well, it was fun. I guess good night and see you next Tuesday.
Yeah,
Have,
thanks for joining us, Blue.
have a wonderful
Have a
evening,
good
Blue. Be
night.
well.
Yeah, good night.
Sometime you're gonna want to check the written channel on Discord because sometimes there's stuff in there. Like we'll just discuss things or post jokes or whatever.
I will look at it.
Yeah, as well, during this week, try to discuss potential names that you all might want to apply to this group. And we will see where this campaign goes, but taking a little bit of time, relatively in character, you can start to name yourselves as you form around the idea. I think it's pretty clear right off the bat you all are not going to try to infiltrate the cult, and you are going to try to fight them. But there is also the little note that I'm not sure if anybody looked at on the home page of Roll20 that tells you kind of that option to either infiltrate or gather information against the cult.
Yeah, plus we also want to do some risk assessments and make the area generally more safe.
Right, I think that was the idea for our team name, the Council for the Betterment and Safety of Local Humanoids.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Right.
I think we already have a team name.
Well, bye everyone.
Bye.
Right, bye.
Peace out.
Yeah, good night.
I feel like you need a better acronym, so we can just drop it to an acronym. So,
Oh,
like,
yes, definitely.
maybe if you can find a council. I don't know.
No,
I'm not going to name
we
for
just
you.
need to find a good acronym and then make it work.
Oh yeah, that might be the
Like
word.
boobs.
The acronym is
Hash health and safety here.
Nice, there you go.
I feel like hash can definitely work.
No.
I'm a big fan of poop.
Well, that's your call, mate. Whatever you're into, that's your business.
They're using it to find coronavirus, like at colleges. The
2
dorm.
girls, 1 poop.
Yeah,
I've seen that
better
one.
than one guy, one.
No idea what you're talking about, and don't really want to know.
Don't Google it.
I'm gonna forget you said that.
You better off that.
That's how you end up Googling it. But yeah, take some time to throw around those names and try to pick something for yourselves. I feel like Health and Safety Heroes, though it is an absolute throwaway joke, would actually be kind of funny. But my point of that little razor blade ceiling fans was purely to throw it out there that you were supposed to be getting to know each other, and he was asking about what sort of shit he could bump his head into. Like, that is not the point of taking time to get to know each other. You did not need a setting to be in a generic bar talking with each other.
I picked up on that, and that's why I lent into it so hard with the ceiling.
Yeah, and then what was it? The second floor. We added a second floor to the place. Like,
yeah, I felt like that was a total creeper move. Like, what do you need a second floor for? Are you just gonna creep on these people? Like, do we have a second Josh here?
Hey, that was one character, one time. Well, several times, but one character.
Well, at least Jape, like, fully crept on Linian, so it was, like, kind of focused on a single character. But then you went all out with Ofa and just had, like, the creep of all creeps. And then Niall was, in fact, a creep of Jape. So you had, really, you've kind of had 3 characters who had that creep effect going.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Power creep.
it's like the internal universe of creep.